Hi there, it's Dee with DSP Photography, and I wanted to show you really quick how to use the sky overlays that I'm going to be sharing for free on my Facebook page. I'm going to use this image. As you can tell, I blew up the sky to expose for them, so unfortunately I blew out my sky. So what I'm going to do is place a sky on here. And also included with the overlays are going to be 4 actions to help you doing that if you don't know how to. This video hopefully help you also. So place sky, you can push play. It's going to tell you to locate it and resize it to fit your image. And that's all my actions. It's a mess in this folder here. Alright. So then, yeah, you'll have the actions and a whole folder with the overlays, and there are 44 different ones, and there is horizontal and vertical, so you can mix and match or figure out what you want. I'm going to pick this one, place, and I'm going to resize it so it fits across my image. Check mark that and let it place it. Okay. And then I'm going to pull it up a little bit towards the horizon. And as you see, it created a mask also for you. And so what I do is I lower my opacity so I can see my mask, and I'll get a black brush and set it at 80. And I have not a black brush, that probably doesn't help me. There we go. And then blend it up into my skyline. Oh. And I lower the opacity so I can kind of see where my what I want to brush off my sky off of. And if you brush off too much, it's alright, just switch on over to your white brush and brush it back. Like, put this at 100 so I can see it a little bit better. Alright. Like I said, switch back over to white and go in and brush. And then you can adjust your opacity down to 20 if you want to get in here and blend it better around the edges of there and those little spots where the sky's leaking into my image. Alright, and then I always lower the opacity of there so it looks a bit more blended. So like 68. And there you go, the before and after, really quick. And if you want to, like that sky is very long and different options you could play with actually. If you want to just keep your mask where it is but move your sky around so you can kind of play with what you want your sky to look like. This little link in between them, if you unclick it, it's going to separate them, the mask and the layer, or the overlay, so you can just pull it down, but I forgot that I didn't. That's white down there, so that's why it's doing that. So I'll fix it if I want to show you. So I can play around, move it up and down, and figure out what I want that to actually look like, what part of the sky I want to put there. I really liked what I had, so I'm going to actually keep it, but you can easily go in and do that. Just make sure you get that black brush back out and then brush anything that pops up underneath if you didn't brush it off. To begin with, there you go. So like I brushed that black down there. So now I can just drag it up and down and figure out what part of the sky I actually want to be on there. And then you can play around with what part of the clouds you want in there. But like I said, I liked how it was. And if you want to link them back together, just click that link in between. Just click the spot in between them, it links them back together. These skies are in focus, so obviously if there's a big depth of field you want to blur them. So you just push play. And also when you do this, it says make sure your sky overlay is chosen, not the mask. Let me hit cancel real quick. So if you have this chosen, you see a little square highlight around there. Make sure you click over here on your overlay first, and then run it. and then it gives a little bit of blur. It's a smart filter, so you can turn it off and on really quickly if you want. And that creates that depth of field. There's Tone My Sky. This one you want to make sure you have your sky overlay chosen. Push play, let it run. And as you can see, there are 6 different tones you can play with. You can add a red tone, more cyan, some green, a really warm with yellow, blue, and a lot of magenta. And then you can mix and match them, turn on a whole bunch of them, adjust your opacities down. And play around with what kind of tones you want to play with. So, and you can turn them all back off and just have a yellow, one more blue. I'm going to go the more blue route, blue and cyan. So, mix, match, play with your opacities. Lots of options to play with on that one. And the last action is Pop My Sky. And if you push play, make sure sky overlay is chosen. If you, on this one, because I already ran Tone My Sky, if you have it on yellow tone and push play, it should work just the same. It creates that clipping mask, so it's only the sky that's getting affected. And there's just a little bit of pop, and then you can pull that up and add more depth, but it's very subtle. And if you want, change your blending mode to overlay and have even more depth in there, more pop. So if you play it on, and you already ran the toning, it's the same with the toning actions. If you play it on here and you already ran the toning, what's going to happen is it's going to give you an error message. Just hit continue, because you didn't need clipping mask now, so just hit continue if it gives you that error message, and it should still do the clipping mask and only apply it to your sky overlay. And that is pretty much how you use sky overlays very quickly and easily, before and after. So, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy them.